The Vulnerable People Project, as a program of HERO, our primary mission is to teach the truth of the human person, the incomparable dignity and beauty of the human person, and to inspire solidarity with the vulnerable. But we do this in very practical ways, and here's just a quick snapshot. Over the past 3 years, we've rescued 3 religious orders of nuns, one in Ukraine, one in Afghanistan, one in Sudan. We also, in Afghanistan, we run safe houses, we provide education, not K through 12, and also support a university. We're involved in not only delivering food, we've delivered 3 million meals this year alone to religious minorities and the widows and orphans of Afghan allies, but now we're actually bringing in investment and investors and experts in food security at every step of the way, from food production, processing, storage, and distribution, because we really want to make Afghanistan a food secure country. We want Afghanistan to be a country where every ethnic and religious minority feels safe, where young women can go to school, and we want to make it a country where no one is dying of starvation, no one is dying from exposure. 9 out of 10 Christians who are killed for their faith this year will be killed in Nigeria. Right now, we're securing 10 churches, and in the next 24 months, our hope is to provide security and cameras for every vulnerable Christian school, Christian hospital, and church. And we're seeking to provide security for the last 10 synagogues left in Nigeria. And we do this by partnering with Christians and Jews in Nigeria, in those communities who are suffering violence, in those communities that are facing ethnic cleansing. We work with them to make sure that their families are safe, their pastors and their priests are safe, and their hospitals, their schools, their churches, their homes are safe. We're also doing the same thing in Malawi. We're continuing to partner with the Persecution Project Foundation in Sudan to make sure that all of the refugees in the recent war receive all of the food and shelter and medical attention they need. The civil war in Sudan is set to be one of the greatest catastrophes in the past 20 years in the world. We're also working to defend the Armenian Christians that are suffering ethnic cleansing at the hands of Azerbaijan and Artsakh. And we are continuing to look at creative ways to not only get in food, but to get in insulin and other life-saving medicine to the Armenian Christians in Artsakh who are suffering ethnic cleansing. Our work in Lahaina, Hawaii is very important to me. Beyond that, the Vulnerable People Project is growing and improving our ability to meet the needs of communities that are suffering catastrophe. We'll be opening offices in Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Malaysia, in Indonesia, and the Philippines. At the Vulnerable People Project, our model is very unique. We organize the communities we serve to serve the communities that we serve. And so this structure allows us to have a very low overhead. Only 8% of your donation goes to administration, only 8%. 92% goes directly to mission. And our core supporters, what makes what we do possible, that's our monthly donors. So when you become a monthly donor of the Vulnerable People Project, you can know that you are truly living your life in solidarity with the most vulnerable people in the world. So I want to thank you for joining our team. I want to thank you for your prayers. I want to thank you for your support.
Thanks, VPP.